Anyone trusting God for a job here to help establish you, and anyone due for promotion, but whether by tribal sentiments or whatever it is, I declare, according to the order of the ark of God in the house of Obed-Edom, in 3 months, may the God of heaven change your life. In 3 months, I say it by the Spirit of grace, that within 90 days from this night, may God visit your children. May God visit your finances. We're rounding up. I want to pray this grace for favor. Please listen. I don't know how I'm going to convince you to believe that there is an exact anointing for favor. Look at my life. This man standing in front of you is proof of the lifting power of favor. It will veto any nonsense prophecy and make sure you stand at the top. Favor. I got to find out, I didn't know where it was, but I got to find out eventually. There is an estate in this Lagos. Every 3 months, the owner of the estate does a transfer to my account. Every 3 months. I will not mention the amount, but it's an amount that no matter how wealthy you are, if you see it, you must thank God. It happened like a dream. I tried to get the bank to find those who were, because I didn't want any trouble. And I said, what is this? They have never called me once to say, pray for me. A very big estate in your city. Every 3 months without fail. If you don't believe there is something called favor, you will frustrate yourself to death. I don't share these things to brag. Please, I apologize if I sound arrogant. The goal is not to sound arrogant. It's to open, because you see, transformation must be based on a reference. 70 to 80% of the people who finance our ministry are not within our locality. They are not even members of the ministry. Please, you have to believe there is an exact grace that can bail you out of a lot of pain. Are we together? I met a group of real estate people one time, and they covenanted with God that everywhere on earth they establish their estate, they must put a house for me. Everywhere is their covenant with God. Anywhere in the world, provided they buy a property to develop it, it is their covenant with God. I'm not even their pastor. Favor is real. It truly is real. I met a group of very wealthy gentlemen sometime in Abuja, and I prayed with them. And they said, Apostle, we want to do something. I said, what is that? They said, we want to make you a non-executive director of our company. I said, what does that mean? He said, you don't have to know anything. We just want the presence of God, that spiritual dimension. We want to attach it to our company. Can you imagine this kind of thing? Please, I want you to as we round up, look at your life. If your hands are empty, there is no favor. For those of you who live in Lagos here, let me challenge you. Lagos is a place of extreme wealth, and your portion is here. Because God is a God of portions. But it was Laban that refused to give Jacob his portion. Made that man to work for years It was time he exchanged his wife in the night. And the man spent 7 years. You keep passing your portion every day in this land. And there are many of you strangers who come upon your land and take the bread there and move freely. I want to pray for you. There is a portion that belongs to you, and it will never come just by saying let it come. There is something that must compel it to come. There are houses you have passed in this place that are yours. There are businesses you pass that are yours. When a man cannot sleep and continues to see your face, and God says, bless him. There are many people who are obedient. God has just not asked them to bless you. Simple. When God speaks to them, they are not rebellious, they will obey. In 1 minute, please, under God, I'd like you to cry and say, Lord, evidently, let this be the one grace, if the only grace, this one grace upon my life. I'm tired of being empty-handed.